Greetings to you. This is the DASK EduBiz Consult, and I'm DASK. Let me help you school abroad on an academic scholarship. I want to do same for you in the USA, Canada, and also in Europe. Now, the essence of this presentation is to introduce you to the many academic entries that we have. Now, when I say academic entry, you, as a student, you are going to be categorized. Now, what type of student are you going to be when you enter college or university? The essence of this presentation is to bring you up to speed as to the academic entries that exist, and as it were, be in the know, and so that you are so informed. Now, you could enter college as a first-year student. Remember the subject for our presentation: academic entries, and we have mentioned first-year student. Now, who is a first-year student? Now, it constitutes the high school student who is now entering into college. We want to categorize him or her as a first-year student. Now, he has the benefit of undertaking undergraduate degrees and also accessing various academic and extracurricular resources. This will support him or her in his or her educational and personal development. The first-year student. Right. Now, the second entry I want us to discuss. Is a transfer. The transfer student. Who is a transfer student? Now, the transfer student is the student who was previously admitted or schooling in one university and decides to transfer his or her studentship to a new institution. Do you understand? So there's a switch from one university to the other, and we are saying it's a transfer from an old university to a new university. Do you understand? Now, because you are doing this, take notice that in your old university you took on credit. Now, credits, I mean the courses that you took, you were awarded certain credits, you earned certain credits. Credits earned at the previous institutions are therefore going to be assessed by the new university or the new institution that is going to enroll you, and so you are going to transfer credit. And so it is admonished. You are admonished to do better with your credits, even with the old institution, because it will be assessed by the new institution. The acceptance of credit is subject to the policies and articulation agreements of the new school. And so the new school will have its own measurements and acceptance requirements. I admonish you to do well with your credit. And so it is required of you to maintain a minimum GPA, get some required test scores, and some other specifics that the new school will require of you to go through your pursuit of education, even as a transfer student. Now, the third point, the third categorization that I want us to look at is veteran. Veteran entries are for students who have served in the military and are pursuing higher education. So you could be the student with military affiliation, or you could be a spouse, you could be a dependent. The fourth entry that we are looking at is the international entry, the international student. And so we are saying that the international entries are for students who are coming from a foreign country and wish to study abroad. An applicant who is not a citizen of the educational destination and is currently living in another country will be classified as an international student. And so more or less it's with regards to a student who wants to pursue degree and gain exposure in a new educational environment, and also get exposed to a new culture. And so it basically involves the movement from one culture to the other culture. Such institutions may offer services like language assistance and visa support for you to get, or as it were, have the experience of an international student, the cultural shift. And we have argued out the international entry. Take note of the advantages that are associated with being an international student, and we have said cultural advantages, cultural environment. The fifth entry I want us to discuss will be the dual enrollment. The dual enrollment. But what is the dual enrollment? The dual enrollment will be largely for high school students who are currently engaged or in pursuit of their secondary school education, but concurrently take on college courses. And so because of this development, we want to categorize them as dual enrollment. Dual enrollment allows high school students to earn college credits while completing their secondary education. And so you do both concurrently. Now, the advantages of this includes your ability to get, or as it were, acquire graduate courses credits, and also this coming at a reduced cost in the pursuit of your higher education, the dual enrollment. The sixth academic entrance or entry that we want to look at will be readmit. Readmit. The purpose of readmit is a student who was previously attending an institution, and for whatever reason, could be leave of absence, decided to truncate his or her education, and it's come of need that he or she wants to go back to the same institution, and so we say readmit. And so for most of the institution, they will require of you to submit a new application so that you could resume your studies. Now, we are saying that to the extent that you are doing a new application to an old institution that you were formerly a student in, you are going to go through readmission. You are entering as a readmitted student. The seventh academic entry that we will look at will be post-degree. The post-degree entries are for students who have completed a bachelor's degree and wish to pursue additional undergraduate courses, and so more or less a second degree. And so you are entering as a post-degree student. Now you can focus on a more specific interest, obtain prerequisite courses, and change career path. The benefits of going through the post-degree academic entry, I hope that you took notice of. You could also be, and so the post-degree. The eighth point is the graduate. Who is the graduate? The graduate entry. The graduate entries are for students who have completed a bachelor's degree and seeking an advanced education at the master's level. And so this development exposes you to develop expertise in specific fields, and also qualification for a specialized profession. The graduate student. The graduate student. The ninth entry, we are looking at non-degree. Which academic entry constitutes non-degree? Non-degree entries are for students who do not intend to pursue a full degree program but wish to take specific courses or engage in academic activities. These individuals could be high school students, could be college students, and basically the benefit is to gain knowledge, skill, and personal enrichment. The non-degree entry, the 9th entry, non-degree. Now the 10th entry will mention the exchange program entry. The exchange program entry. Now, exchange programs are typically short-term programs, and these are designed to provide students with opportunity to study in different educational institutions for a limited period. Now, this period could just be a semester, or it could be a full academic year. The primary purpose is mostly to exchange culture and also gain an international exposure. The exchange program. Now, during an exchange program, students usually remain enrolled at their home institution, your old institution, and some may require you to continue to pay your tuition, and also when you attain credits in your new institution, it's been credited to your old institution, and so more or less the credit transfer is often facilitated through pre-approved course equivalencies. Your exchange program requires you to move away from your home institution to another institution, and based on your home institution, you might be awarded credits for your studies in the exchange program that you are doing in the other university. Now, this is also an entry you could take notice of. In this presentation, we have identified the various entries that you could enter as an academic student. We made mention of the first year student. We made mention of the transfer student. We made mention of the veteran. We also mentioned the international students, and also your ability to go through the academic entry of dual enrollment. You also have the privilege as re-admit when you are applying to your university or college that you were already a student of. And also we looked at the post-degree, and that you want to do a second degree. We looked at the graduate student who had a bachelor's degree already but wants to do a master's. We had also looked at the non-degree, which is just in pursuit of specific courses. We have looked at the exchange program, which is rather going to last for a short period of time, and his or her motivation is cultural exchange. Take note of this academic entry and identify how this presentation can be of help to you. Ask me some major questions that you would have, and I'll be glad to provide answers. My contacts are on the screen. Reach out to me and let's get working.